Hey there. Today we're going to break down something super important in physics. Impulse. Now don't worry if you've never heard of it before. By the end of this, you'll totally get it. Trust me. What is impulse? Impulse is just a way of measuring how much force is applied to an object and for how long. If you push something gently for a long time, that's one type of impulse. If you hit something hard for a very short time, that's another type of impulse. Think of impulse like this. The longer a force acts, or the stronger the force, the bigger the effect. All right, let's start with a simple definition. Impulse is the change in momentum of an object when a force is applied over a period of time. Sounds fancy? Let's break it down even more. Step 1. The formula for impulse. The basic equation for impulse is impulse equals force multiplied by time. Mathematically, we write this as J equals F times delta, T, where J is the impulse, measured in Newton seconds. F is the force applied, measured in newtons. Delta T is the time for which the force acts, measured in seconds. In simpler words, the longer a force is applied, the bigger the impulse. Step 2. The fancy integral version. Don't panic. Sometimes force changes over time. If that happens, we use a slightly different equation. Impulse equals the integral of force with respect to time. This just means instead of multiplying force by time directly, we add up all the little bits of force acting over very tiny time periods. But for most problems, we don't need this unless force is changing continuously. Real-life example, boxing punch. Imagine a boxer throwing a punch. Step 1. Identify the force and time. A boxer punches a punching bag with a strong force of 200 newtons. The punch lasts for only 0.1 seconds before the hand bounces back. Step 2. Apply the impulse formula. Impulse equals force times time. Now substituting the values, J equals 200 times 0.1. J equals 20 Newton seconds. That's the impulse. The harder and quicker the punch, the bigger the impulse. But what if the punch lasted longer? That would mean more impulse and a harder hit. That's impulse in action. Now your turn. Write your answer in the comments. Here's an exercise for you. A tennis player hits a ball with a force of 50 newtons for 0.2 seconds. Find the impulse on the ball. Hint: use the formula. Impulse equals force times time. Write your answer in the comments. Final thoughts. Impulse is super important in sports, driving, like car crashes, and even when catching a water balloon without popping it. I hope this explanation made sense. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more simple and fun explanations of science topics. Until next time, keep learning and stay curious.